got Southern comfort running through my veins. My mama was the wind and my daddy was a train. I'm the second coming of the Midnight Rider. I'm a modern day old soul singer, son of a gun and guitar slinger. I spent 10 years picking on a 6-string, working the bar scene, burning it down to the ground, looking for a sound that ain't been found by no one else, sticking true to myself. So I took it up a highway, southbound interstate, counting on a big break, trading my legs for tips, learning to live like I never did. I was dead broke, like a bad joke. Got Southern comfort running through my veins. My mama was the wind and my daddy was a train. I'm the second coming of the Midnight Rider. I'm a modern day old soul singer, son of a gun and guitar slinger.
Welcome back to A Hunter's Guide. It is Thanksgiving week, and yes, it is a great time to be in the woods. The deer have been rutting and chasing does, but a lot of places we're seeing it's just like the pre-rut. Does cruising, but not chasing yet. So it gives me a lot of hope for the next 2 weeks, and I think this week's no doubt going to be one of the best weeks of the year. It always is to some people. Me, I've never had a lot of luck around Thanksgiving, but I really think this year is going to change up. So we got a lot of good stuff to tell you about. Going to take you on a hunt with Abby. Roy's back in town for Thanksgiving. We're going to do an interview with him, and we're going to end the show with a stand selection. We don't have a failure story this week, so that's good. A lot of success, a lot of stuff like that. So stay tuned. Here's Dad with the weather to start us off.
All right, here we are again with back with A Hunter's Guide, and we've got Roy over here with us today, and Roy's over here jacking his jaws about the weather, saying he's a better weatherman than I am, and that's just because he got that snow right in West Virginia, which anybody could have predicted that snow. Every local weatherman in the country was predicting that snow, but Roy's been over here talking about the woolly worm and how it looks like it's going to be a cold winter. And you know what I think, Roy? I think you've been eating too many woolly worms. That's his problem. Look at his teeth. I mean, I think he's been eating too many acorns also. He even talked about how there was a bunch of acorns in West Virginia and how that was going to dictate what kind of winter we was going to be having. Well, there's no acorns in Virginia, so I assume, Roy, it's going to be cold in West Virginia, but not cold in the Virginia mountains. So that don't make any sense either. I think Roy's been living off of acorns and woolly worms the last couple of weeks. But anyway, we're in for a little mild period here at the end of this week after we get through a cool period the next couple of days. And not really what I thought Thanksgiving would end up being like. I thought it was going to be cold, windy, snowy maybe in the mountains, but it ain't going to happen. After we get through Monday and Tuesday, cool and cloudy, there is a low off the southeast coast, and we knew that was going to develop. We talked about it last week. It's going to end up being turn into a tranquil period, a little mild at the end of the week, probably highs in the 60s. But don't worry, winter will be here in full force in December. I think it's going to turn off. It's very cold in December, maybe towards the end of the month. And for all you snow lovers, I think there will be a good chance of snow at the end of December, sometime from mid-month on. But we'll have to wait and see. But for all you deer hunters, stay in the woods is all Josh and myself can tell you. We're probably, it's a good time to hunt, even though it's going to be a little warmer than we like it. Just stay in the woods. And spend a lot of time in the woods and try to kill you a big one. We've got a good period coming up. The rut is late this year. Josh will talk about that. So just enjoy the weather this next week, and I hope you all kill a big deer and stay in the woods. And we will talk to you next week.
I tell you what, Joe ain't no weatherman, and I don't appreciate you talking about the woolly worm. The woolly worm, I have devoted my whole life to woolly worm study, and I know what the woolly worm says, Joy. I pay attention to it all the time, and the acorns on the trees. And if there's acorns, it's going to be cold, and I don't care what anybody says, but that's just the way it is. It's going to be cold, and if the woolly worm says it's going to be cold, it's going to be cold. So you take that, and you go study it, because I know what the weather's going to do, because I look at nature. I look at the clouds. Like today, it's cloudy, it's probably going to rain. It's going to rain because it's cloudy. If the sun's out, it ain't going to rain. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the nature, and that's it.
Well, we're back here at a Hunter's Guide, and we got our special guest, Roy. As you already know, Dad's making fun of him a little bit during the weather. He believes in old woolly worm and acorns, but, you know, it might work out for him up there in West Virginia. But Roy wanted to tell us a little bit about where he thought he might hunt this week and some different tactics and techniques he uses. So, Roy, where you think you need to be hunting this week? I mean, what type of the property would you hunt and all that stuff?
Well, you know, I don't know. I'm going to say probably hunting in the woods. I mean, where else you want to hunt? I want to hunt in the woods this week. I want to hunt, again, where I can see a little bit. I don't care, and I want to hunt out of a truck a little bit. I got a lot of places I can hunt, Josh. You know, I can hunt in the woods. I can hunt out on a truck. I can hunt, I even hunt out of a house sometimes. A lot of different areas. I'm a professional. And I can accept anything in any place.
I'll tell you what, these answers we're getting, I don't know if how much of this we can take, Josh. What do you think?
Nah, I'm not sure myself.
I don't know what page he's on sometimes.
He's on the wrong one.
But anyway, Roy, we want to ask you another question. What type deer are you looking to shoot this week?
Anything, if it's round, it's down this week for me. I have no preference. Any side. I don't care. Slicky, I'll shoot a slicky, I'll shoot a nubby, I'll shoot a vegan, I'll shoot a little one. It's anything. I like slickies, they're good to eat. Slickies are good to eat. And I don't mind shooting a slicky. She walks out, she didn't throw with me, because I tell you that. 30-30, auto 94, we'll be smoking this week.
Back here again, we're going to ask Roy another question, and we figured out he's going to shoot about anything he sees this week. But we're going to ask him if Roy, are you going to use a call this week?
Yeah. I got my grunt, snort, sneeze call in tracks. When I got it down pat, I'm going to be using it a lot this week. I tell you what, you just grunting and snorting, it brings out the old biggins. I tell you, that's what I'm going to be concentrating. The grunt, snort, sneeze call this week, and I hope it pays off for y'all.
All right, how about a demonstration?
All right, I got it with me right here, Josh, and I always keep it. I got this little van that keeps it on me like this, and I got my water right here. I ain't talked about my water. Keep my cold beverage right here for when if I get a little thirsty on them long treks. I get my little water here, got my hydration. But this grunt, snort, sneeze, I want to give you a little demonstration of this thing. I'm trying to figure it out here, but I want to show you how this thing works. It goes. That does it every time. Do it again. That's it. Joy, quit your friggin' laughing over there, and quit laughing at me because this thing works. I'm gonna tell you that it works good. So you don't even know the weather. What the crap you're laughing at? You don't know the weather. You don't know nothing about friggin' deer hunting. So just quit laughing at me. Is all I gotta say. I'm getting tore up at him.
It's about too much for me, Josh. I don't know if I can handle it. Roy, how late do you, or let's phrase it this way, how early do you get in the stand in the morning, and how late do you stay?
It's all determining if I got my spotlight. If I got my spotlight, sometimes I set up and I stay late, because if that old big one comes in there in my cornfowl and it's 12 o'clock at night, I'm gonna plaster him. I'm gonna put him down. But if it's brown, it's down. If it's brown, it's down. And it could be 12. As far as in the morning goes, sometimes I like to sleep in. So I don't really like to get up real early in the morning, but I try to get there by at least 8:30 or so in the morning. I don't like to get there early because I have a tendency to run all the deer off when I walk in my cornfowl. So 8:30, 9 in the morning, sometimes I stay to 12 at night, and that's all I got to tell you. That's it.
Well, I know that was a lot from Cousin Roy to take in at one time, but I hope y'all enjoyed that. He is planning on hunting this week, and he is planning on shooting whatever he sees, I think, so we'll see. I think Dad's going to take him. I'm not sure he'll let him shoot just anything. Maybe a slicky, Might let him shoot a slicky or two, so we'll see what happens. But this week's stand selection is kind of what we had talked about last week and the week before. I firmly believe the rut's late. It has picked up this week. You are going to see deer chasing this week, this upcoming Thanksgiving week, and it's going to be as good a week as any. Get to a place where you think you'll see does, and get to a place where you can see a long way. And I really think you'll have a chance at killing a buck. They're getting on their feet early, staying on their feet on into the morning. So, you know, don't be surprised if you're sitting there at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and a buck step out that, you know, you didn't even realize was there all morning. So, hunt hard and you can go from there. Our success story this week comes from Abby. And it's a great story. I don't know if you remember back earlier, about week 2, I believe, Dad shot at a deer with his bow. Hit it, arrow went all the way through, never found it. Didn't even bleed or nothing. Well, the deer appeared back on our trail cameras a week ago, and since then I took Audrey a few days and took Abby hunting, and Abby went to the stand one time and the deer walked out and she shot it. So we're not going to show you the whole hunt because we don't have that much time, but here's a quick clip of her hunt to end our show. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next week.
Oh, you gonna take me home tonight? Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, you gonna let it all hang out? Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round.
She's taking it serious. She's cold. I don't even have gloves on. I ain't got a mask on. I'm a cowboy. I am a cowboy. Because I'm tough.
I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad, but I knew life before I left my nursery. Left alone with big fat fatty, she was such a naughty natty. You big woman, you made a bad boy out of me. Hey, hey! I've been singing with my band, across the wire, across the land. I've seen every blue-eyed floozy on the way. But their beauty and their style were kind of smooth after a while. Take me to them dirty ladies every time. Sure. Oh, won't you take me home tonight? Oh, down beside your red firelight. Oh, and you give it all you got. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Hey, listen now.
That's where you shot him. That's where he went in at. Abby's deer.
Dooley, come here.
Found it.
Come here, Dooley. Come here.
It's the one we was that one of the ones we was after.
Dooley, come
Little screwed up rack here. So Dooley took her right to us. He's been dead ever since Abby shot him. He run until he died.
This is the same deer we shot earlier. I shot
2
with
months
the bow.
ago.
And we had a little discussion about where the arrow went in. A lot of people said it went over the spine or under it, but it actually went under it. The deer was doing good. Fine, that just shows you that they don't all die.
He's
when they
just a
cripple with arrow.
3-year-old deer, 3.5-year-old deer, but he screwed up, so we shot him.